Hey guys, podcast number 10. So we have Andrea here as usual. We have myself, Brittany, as usual. But also today we have special guest Jake. He has lots of spooky
Not
stories.
usual.
What up?
There he is.
Yep, that's Jake. So he has really good stories, spookiest ghost stories that we have
Life
yet.
situations,
So
as
let's
he likes
go
to call
ahead.
it.
Let's see what's up. What's up, Jake?
The sky.
Oh my
Okay, so you have some really creepy ghost stories. One story I really want to start off with you is actually the scary ghost story, or it's not a ghost story. You just told me it the other night. It's about the witch.
The witch, yeah,
The witch.
witches are real.
Yeah.
Witches are real. Do you all you guys agree with me or no? Because if you don't, then you guys gotta go for more nighttime walks.
So what did you see, Kilvis?
I saw a witch on a broomstick, and that shit was on fire. So that's true. That's true stuff. Like, I know we've seen a lot of books when we were growing up, and we think it's all like imagination. But I was definitely walking my dog in Portland, Maine, and I lived on a place called the Eastern Prom, and it was one of those clear nights. I think it was like maybe a quarter of a moon, or maybe it was even a new moon. So there was no, no moon in the sky. Shadows were all covering it. And I looked up, and I seen this blaze coming across the sky. And you think it's a shooting star. Like if you're out there enough and you always look up, which I always do, I always see shooting stars, especially on a clear night. But this was different. It was low, and you can see this big, like a ball of flames. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Looking, I'm squinting my eyes, and the closer it gets to me, it just felt like it was an arm's reach, and everything was a complete silhouette. And down at this Eastern Prom area, there was just lights everywhere. So it was kind of lit up. There was like this. It was like a boat launch, and yeah, I saw my first witch flying across the sky. It was crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wait, did they look at you? Was there any kind of like interaction?
No, there was no interaction. That witch was in its own world.
But did it look like a witch like we think of a witch with like the pointy ass hat and the...
No, I had no hat on, so I didn't see no hat. It's one of those moments. You ever like almost get in a car accident, or your life flashes before your eyes? Like when that happens, like how everything slows down, everything stops. Like when I saw that witch, everything was completely stopped. Like I was so locked into the witch, like a lion would be locked into its prey, like in the Serengeti when it's like chasing something, trying to eat it and tear it down. Like I was locked into the witch like that because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I knew it wasn't a airplane. I knew it wasn't a shooting star. Like what the fuck else could it be? And that's when I realized it was like you can see the shape of the broomstick. You can see it was like the light I was seeing was from the fire at the end, and it was just like a straight up witch. So, like, I don't give a shit what anyone else says. Like, if anyone is skeptical right now, listen to me. You guys got to get your asses out there and use your third eye and look up into the sky, because there's some real ass witches out there flying around.
How were the vibes though? Was it like, were you like scared? Were you just like...
No, when I see that stuff, I'm just amazed. I'm just like, you know what? The witch doesn't mean me any harm. She's on her own business. She's flying past me. She's not flying towards me. So I was like, it's all cool. I'm just going to observe and watch the witch. Maybe that's what she was doing. She looked kind of sinister, though.
She looked like she was up to no fucking
Yeah, just
good.
the energy. So you can always see the aura and, like, the vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, she was like the green witch in Hocus Pocus. She was bad.
The green witch?
She was a bad
I don't know
witch.
if she was green. She could have been green, though. She could have been green. That's the thing, is she was just silhouetted. So, yeah, it makes you wonder what color she was. Like, was she our color? Was she just, like, a normal person like us, but she has, like, a superpower of flying across the sky? Like, I don't know. I've met another witch in Africa, and she was a grounded witch, but she gave me malaria. It was the worst thing of my whole entire life.
Wait, are we talking about like another witch that you saw?
Yeah,
Or
this is like a witch I met in person, so it wasn't like a witch I saw in the distance flying across the sky.
Oh, okay.
On a broomstick, which is kind of like supernatural,
And
But I think we're all kind of, that's the thing about these ghost stories, it's like when we talk about them, I think we all have like a ghost in us. We all have like a witch in us, So, like, I just think we gotta search for it more and more.
so we just haven't tapped into our witch.
Exactly, 100%.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Andrea, I think you're pretty witchy.
I'm pretty witchy. How so?
You're kind of a witch.
Damn. Man. I'll take it as a fucking compliment. I'm a fucking witch. I will be flying my
crazy,
broom soon.
Andrea, like, can you imagine, like, you're looking at the sky and you just see, like, this witch, like, literally, Oh.
I would be fucking terrified to be. Oh wait, if Monty was with you, how did she react, or did you not even notice?
This was before Monty. So I don't know if you viewers could all see, but I have an awesome dog here, and she's about 7. But this is before I had her, so
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably like let's say 8 or 9 years ago. There she is. She's locked on the guinea pig right now. See, she's got the witch in her right now.
She's trying to eat that guinea. Shit.
Yeah, but no, for real, like witches are definitely real, and I've seen a lot of stuff out there, but ain't nothing like seeing a witch flying across the sky.
Yeah, I can't imagine that shit.
But definitely, yeah, it was definitely something where they're out there, man. I think we can learn a lot from witches if you get to meet one in person. I think they just got a lot of knowledge, a lot of things that we haven't tapped into yet.
So we should go to Portland, Maine then. Just chill.
I'm
chill.
down.
Maybe we'll-
in the fucking fields at night.
I'm down. Let's go.
All right.
Sounds like an adventure. Yeah, do it.
Is it a green state right now? We gotta look that up. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Do you have any other situations that you would like to share with everyone?
Like another
Mind
ghost story?
blowing? Yeah. All
Well,
of them, man.
I'll be honest, like one of the scariest nights of my life, and Andrea, this would probably refresh your memory, but I think you might remember this. When I was in Africa, we went to this mountain range called the Usumburo Mountains. It's in Tanzania. It's like this jungle area, and there's like a east and a west side to the range. I started out on the west side. I had fun, did hiking, went through all this cool forest. Like I was on this huge platform where you can see like up to like 500 miles in the distance. Like you can see like all of Kenya. It was like super dope. But when I went into the other side of the mountain range on the east side, it was all jungle everywhere, and it was like one road that went through this whole like reserve, and it was like well protected. The place smelled like shit. It smelled disgusting. You could smell like the smell of fish everywhere. And then we met this woman like when we entered the park, and again, it's not like your park where it's just like everything's structured and organized. It was like everything was like out of whack, seemed chaotic. You know, it was like it's almost like a third world country. It was like, you know, a lot of poverty and stuff, people living on the streets. And this woman basically, like when we went in there, she was like the hostess, and she's like, oh, like, you know, since you guys are hikers and travelers, like, you know, I see you have your backpacks, like I'll show you like this place you can camp, but you can also stay in the house if you want. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's cool. Like this is like a hostel, you know what I mean? When you travel everywhere, you sleep in hostels and stuff like that. So we get there, we ride in the back of these motorcycles, we get to this house. It's like down this long dirt road in the middle of the jungle, like there's no one around. And then we get shown around the yard, and they're like, oh yeah, you could pitch a tent here. And this house was huge, and it had all these like windows, and it had like, you know, like the bars coming down off the front of the windows. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is a hostel? So she like takes us inside, and there's like maybe at least like 20 rooms, and there's these 2 bathrooms, and there's just no, like everything's stripped from the house. The only thing in there are just like a couple beds, 2 bathrooms that are stripped naked, no shower curtains, no nothing. They had a library set, and there were all these desks and like weird computers, and there was this old phone, like, you know, those old school phones that you'd like, you know, lift, and it had the cord that dangled off it, and you'd turn the dials, and 9, it would take forever, like 7, you know, it's old, right? And the woman's like, oh yeah, this is where you can stay. It's like, well, I'll only charge you like $5 a night. And I'm like, what is this place? And she's like, oh, it used to be a mental health clinic. We like experimented on people here. And I was like, so who else is staying here right now? And she's like, oh, you guys are the only ones if you stay. And I'm like, oh yeah, can we just talk? We're gonna think about it, because I was with my girlfriend Gemma. I was like, we're just gonna think about it, and maybe we'll camp outside, or maybe we'll stay inside. Yeah. So the woman's like, okay, like I'll be across the street when you make up your mind, just like walk over or whatever. So then she left, and I was telling Gemma, I was like, yo, this is trippy. I was like, this is a place, like look at this stuff. And I was like opening the drawers, and there's all these like papers with these files and documentation of like different patients they had there and stuff. And I was like, yo, this is like a crazy ass fucking old asylum place. Like who knows what the fuck went down here, what type of experiments they were running on people, you know? And the feel and the vibe of that place was just, and Jem's like, yo, like I don't want to stay here, this is crazy. And I was like, yeah, but it's $5 a night. I was like, this is an adventure, like who knows what will happen, you know what I mean? Like I didn't give a shit. I was like, I want the thrill, right? So then like we decided to stay in this house. We were the only 2 people there. And like even every time you started the showers, it was just like this open room with like a shower head and like nothing. It was just like a bare bathroom, just a shower head and like a drain in the middle. It was all tiles and stuff. There were 2 bathrooms like that. Like it got nighttime, it was complete pitch black darkness. I remember we locked the door of the bedroom we were in, and I just put like a knife like right next to my dresser. I was like, I don't know what is gonna go down in this place. But the reason I brought this up to you is because you saw that Instagram post. I put it on the video that time, and you commented on it. Remember, I was like walking around the house, and I was like showing people like the house I was sleeping in and stuff, and you know, I was telling you, it was wild, man. That night when I went to sleep, like,
how the fuck did you sleep? Like, I definitely wouldn't have had 1 fucking second of sleep in there. Shit.
I just didn't care. Like, I just wasn't afraid. But like, my girlfriend Gemma was like scared shitless. Like, she was like, she was like, I was actually fucking with her at one point. I like left the room. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, and I was telling her, so she was like really freaked out. There were times when I was like, in my own mind, I was like, if shit goes crazy here, I was like, this is the place where some shit can happen. Like, I was freaked out, but I didn't like show it or whatever. I was like, what's the point? You might as well just wait till it happens and you show it, you know.
Just wait until you.
Yeah, seriously, man. Right? Yeah.
So did you guys hear like crazy shit? Did anything weird happen?
I mean, we slept, but it was like one of those just like you just feel the vibe in the air that like you were definitely in a house where some shit went down before that just wasn't probably legit. It was like some like inhumane experiment or something like that, you know. So yeah, it was crazy.
Dude, that's probably what like Fairfield Hills would be like if we got to go in there. Like just a bunch of filing cabinets with like files of people that like died there, tortured there, and yeah.
Fairfield Hills, yeah, I've never been there. I've heard crazy things about it though. So, we've never been to Fairfield Hills.
I thought you went there with Hashem.
I never went with you guys that time. Yeah, there's other guests here. You'd have to bring them over here to talk. But I never went. You went? I never went. Did you go?
I didn't go outside.
But you went to that place, like you've seen it and stuff?
I was in the car though.
So who went inside? Just Hashem?
I think Hashem, Kirk, and like
I wasn't there.
Shit, we need to get Kirk on here. Damn.
Kirk Christian, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we went to try to like see it, but when we went, we actually like came across like the security guard, and he kind of just like walked with us around and just basically told us that like nothing really scary happened. It's just abandoned.
So just you two? Who went?
No. Me, him, and my brother. Like we all went together, but we just happened to be there with like a really cool security guard.
Oh, so you went.
That was
you got out of the car then?
Yeah. So we just like walked around and just like kind of like peeked inside and stuff like that. So nothing really happened. So you got any more questions, Beans?
I like the bell. He's making it kind of like a Zen ghost story time, if that's a thing. So yeah.
Relaxing and freaky at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Legit. So you have any more?
What about you guys? Can you ever relate to the witch or not? Did you guys ever see a witch or?
Literally, I've never heard of anybody saying that they saw like a witch.
Isn't that crazy? It's fucking crazy. Me neither. So you're the only 2 people for the most part I've told the story to, and you too. The guy in the background. But with that being said, like I just didn't share it because I was like, if I share this story, like what's the point? Like no one's gonna actually believe that. Like, even Andre and Britt probably like they'll go to bed tonight and they'll be like, he's so full of shit. But like
I believe you because I know like you, but I don't want to believe you because it freaks me. So it's like
believe in me because I believe in it. So it's like believing in me.
But it like freaks me out that it's like actually a legit thing.
Andrea, I would be more scared to see like a witch in the sky than an alien in the sky.
Oh, fuck. No, I still say I'm more scared of aliens.
A witch in the sky or an alien? That's tough.
What would you prefer, man?
It's just what type of alien? I feel like there's so many aliens out there.
Well, so like that's like our thing, cause like Brittany's more into like ghosts are scarier, ghosts blah blah blah. But I'm like aliens. We have no idea what the fuck they do, and the only stories that we know of that we like kind of talked last week too, is that like people get abducted and they get fucking opened up and they put shit in or they take shit out, like whereas like ghosts, like
that's what you imagine aliens like taking all your organs
and shit.
That's wild for you to think about.
So adding witch to the mix, I don't know.
But do you consider a witch like an alien or like a person? Like is it a person that like Because I don't know what it was. Like, I didn't know if she was like us, where she has like the blood and like,
Yeah.
you know, like just the same energy flowing through her as like people do, or if it was like, you know, like an alien type of witch.
I guess I would say like
Vibrations.
Is a witch an alien or a human? What do you think?
I don't know. I think she's like on her journey, so.
On her alien human journey?
Yeah, she's figuring it out for herself, I guess. I don't know. I think it would be cool to see a witch in the sky.
So that raises the question, do you think we can do that then?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like we can become that witch in the sky.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything's
That's
possible,
cool.
right?
Oh, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you really believe in it,
I
get
think-
out there and do it.
I think our brains are super powerful. I think we just like are very into the physical world. I think once people learn how to use their brains, we can do a lot more than they think.
So it's there, but we just don't tap into it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the same thing goes with like sleep paralysis and lucid dreaming. I think it's all about like the mind. So if you have a really good mindset, you're gonna have something really good like lucid dreaming. But if you are like low vibing or something, then sleep paralysis, I guess, in a way. I think the mind is very powerful.
Yeah, it's the most powerful thing.
So
Completely
if you see
agree.
a broom, you want to fly a broom, I think you can do it. It's like, I don't know if you can really do it.
Everybody just starts jumping off.
Disclaimer.
I don't want that on me.
Disclaimer. I really
Don't do it, don't do
Don't
it.
say.
Practice first.
Yeah.
that's
You have to go to like broom driving school.
That's definitely the craziest thing to think about is like when you're young, like, you know, your parents or someone that like is a mentor to you is like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Like, you want to be like a police officer, an astronaut, you know, like a firefighter. Like, those were always like a doctor,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever. But now, like, whoever says like you can be anything you want. You can be a witch, you can be like a devil, you can be like an angel, like a sorcerer, or like you could be any of those things. We all have it, right?
I think most people just don't want to think about that stuff.
But why do they think about other things? Like, I've never met a person when I was young that said, I want to be a witch.
I think it's every girl's dream to be
To
a
be a
witch
witch?
one day. Because that's like on Halloween, we always dress up as like witches at least once in our life.
That's true. That's true. At
Yeah.
least once in every little girl's life, they are
Really?
witches. Yeah,
I
I think
was a
so.
witch
That's
one
legit.
year, but that's because there were no other options. So I
that was the next thing I was gonna say. It's when you can't find anything else, then you gotta be a witch.
gotta be a fucking witch.
It's the go-to female costume.
Yeah, it is,
100%.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. That's really fucking creepy though.
Yeah.
To see a fucking witch. I think I'd be tripping. I'd go to the doctors immediately, and
yeah.
I'd be like, I'm not okay.
I would definitely want to be 100% sober in that moment
For sure.
and not have anything else
Yeah.
affecting me. Damn. Would you go back and like try to interact with them?
It's the witch?
Yeah, or like try to get like her
Yeah, I
attention.
mean, I think
or-
I'm always an observer, so if she landed, I would have just like observed, kept my distance. But I would have tried to feed off her energy, so if she presented me like, come forward, then I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna come check you out. But then if she was just like, no, like, I could feel like an evil spirit coming from her or something. You know, just like when
Stay the fuck away.
No, but seriously, it's just like, yo, so like when I see like a bull moose, like when I'm hiking in like the Wind River Range, or when I hike out west in like the Rockies, I'll run into like moose, I'll run into bear, and like they'll come through my campsites, and I always just, well, you know what, like we hear a lot of stories about them, but I've never actually experienced them myself.
Mm-hmm.
So first time that started happening to me, I'll just stand my ground and I'll just observe him, and he'd lock into me. You know, when you see those mammals out there like that, those like apex predators, like they're just different than seeing like a deer or a buck, or it's just like prey versus predator. There's a big difference, you know. So I don't know. Anyways, I feel like it's the same thing like the witch. Like when I see the moose or the bear or whatever, I feel like I would just
Go
do the
off
same
that.
thing. Like I would consider
Yeah.
the witch just to be like when I see a big bull moose come through my campsite or something, you know, and just feel the witch's energy. And then if the witch is good, the witch is good. If she's bad, she's bad. But what is good and bad? I mean, that's another question for you two. I don't know.
Well, that's like individuals. I think they decide what's good or bad.
What is good or bad? Like, who the fuck knows, you know? Like right? There is no good, there is no bad. There is no witches, there are witches. Like, who cares?
Just let them fucking fly in the sky, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they are flying in the sky regardless of. They do what they want. They're out there.
I respect it.
We have like a band going
Perfect
on.
timing.
Perfect
Big statements, and you hit the gong. Create the vibration.
Do you have any more ghost stories?
I got lots of ghost stories. Like, I don't know. Which
Damn,
ones do you
dude.
want to hear?
The most intense ones.
Oh, the most
The ones-
intense one is
Like,
probably
ones
my
that-
nightmares.
So
my
make
nightmares.
me and Andrea not sleep tonight.
Take Scariest hits.
I don't know about that. I don't have anything scary like that. I feel like it's more supernatural type of like bad energy stuff.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Nah, I don't want to admit, because the ghost story I
Do
want to
it.
tell has to do with someone taking ayahuasca. But I'm not gonna tell the story. That's the scariest I've ever fucking been.
I know.
You want deep stuff? That's the scariest I've ever been, man. When you see your best friend turn into a demon and like it's
Okay,
real.
now we like know that. Like, just say the whole story. Just say.
No, man, I'm not. I don't know.
Well, just scare me and Andrea. Like, what's gonna make us not go to sleep tonight?
Not go to sleep tonight? I don't know. Like, what's a scary thing to tell you to? That's like real. I feel like you guys can sleep through anything.
No.
No, I feel like it's all mindset. Like you were saying before, you just gotta stay positive. You know, like you could create your own mindset that you're never scared ever again the rest of your life. I think that's, or you can be scared shitless. I don't know. Like, what's your biggest fear? Like, what's your greatest fear? Like, what scares you?
Something standing at the end of the bed while I'm sleeping.
Just staring at you.
Just staring.
Yeah. And then it wants to eat me. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just staring at me.
So I guess I feel like my biggest fear is getting eaten alive by like a shark or something.
What?
That's a pretty legit
Yeah,
fear.
that's like,
That's a
when
pretty
I was
legit
real young,
fear.
I saw that movie Jaws. That shit fucked me up. And
Dude,
I
did
never
you
wanted to get in the
know-
water. Even though I was at a lake, I wouldn't get in the water. I was like, I don't care if it's a lake. I was like, that fucking shark is somewhere out there. I wouldn't even swim.
Get adapted.
Yeah, man. I would get adapted like someone let him free here.
Dude, you can so this is before like COVID and everything like that, but you can literally like watch Jaws, but like while you're in the ocean, floating on like a tube.
I wouldn't. That's like extreme.
I would fucking do that. That sounds amazing.
What are you floating on?
A tube float.
No, I'd feel safer on like a fucking canoe or some shit.
Nah.
Something more solid.
No, the whole point is to be scared shitless.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this is about to happen right here. Can't even see under the water.
There's a picture of a seal like underneath the valley.
But yeah, have you seen anything like in the middle of the night while you were sleeping?
Have you felt
Me?
anything? Yeah.
No, I mean I've gotten spiders on me before. I think I've swallowed one before. Like because you wake up, you're like, wow, what? And you kind of feel its legs moving around. But I think that's definitely happened to me before. Yeah, that's kind of scary actually. But then you just go back to sleep. Like I love my sleep too much. So I'm like, whatever. Spiders.
Whatever, fuck it.
Spiders dead. I ate them. Like I'm going back to sleep.
Damn.
No, I don't know. I've never been scared at night. Well, actually, there are a couple nights where there's someone that like I know that I've slept near that like speaks in tongues, and that shit like scares me. That shit freaks me.
While they sleep?
Yeah.
Like every night?
Not every night, but I've heard it on a couple occasions. I think that's scary. Because I think for someone to speak in tongues and know that they're speaking in tongues and know they want to speak in tongues and it sounds like real dark and shit, I'm like, that's just wild. Like,
What the
that's
fuck?
scary to me. Like I wouldn't do that. So, but I guess everyone has their own cup of tea. So.
That sounds like they're like tapped into a really dark fucking.
Wait, is this person really, really religious?
Yeah. How did you know?
Cause that's how it always is. There's always a fucking connection between like being super religious and just going really fucking dark.
Well, why? Because like the Bible gives you these stories that like possession is like a thing and demons are a thing and everything like that. So they have this like belief in their head that these things like exist. So I believe these people.
So they always have it like in the back of their minds, and it just like comes up.
Yeah, they're the people who are most susceptible to these kind of things rather than the people who don't believe it at all.
Or just like focused on more positive shit in life. Agreed.
Yeah, I can only see like a really, really, really religious person waking up and speaking like that. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. So like we saw the witch. We visited this place with Jake over here. Gotten some pretty crazy stories by Jake and everything like that tonight.
Nah, you got me with the fucking tongue. I would not sleep anywhere near a person that fucking does that.
Yeah, something to think about, right? I don't know, it's just crazy.
Probably made a deal or something.
Yeah, maybe a deal with the devil.
Selling your soul.
Ooh, would you sell your soul to the devil for something? What would you sell your soul to the? Yeah, what would you sell your soul to the devil for?
I don't think I would sell my. That's a K-June question.
Wait. You're gonna sell K-June to the devil?
Anyone would sell their soul to the devil.
There's some people out there that like consider themselves like Satanists.
Some people already have. I mean, think about all the people you know. You probably know one person that you think sold their soul to the devil.
Andrea.
Dude, don't give away my shit like that.
I'm sorry you did tell me not to tell anybody. My bad.
That's between me
How
and
much
the
did you
fucking
sell it
devil.
for? $5.
An amount that no one knows.
All right, devil, I got you. $5. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
I prefer cash. Let's not stall this process.
Dollar bills.
I don't know. I know that like the people would definitely do it though for the ultimate thing that they need in life. If things just become so unbearable, what else do you have to lose except just do it?
People just fucking off themselves. Like, what would they? I guess they'd really have to be into like Satan and believe that like if they do.
Nah, what if they're just like, well, he's a good person, so.
Yeah, perspectives. Yeah, it's true.
This is like what's good, what's bad.
He's cool.
He's cool. I got you.
He's cool to me.
Here you go. Shit.
The dark.
Like you hit a rock, man.
Cool, man. Well, those are some really good stories. I think I'm probably gonna sleep tonight. But I'll challenge you to give me. I'll challenge you to give me one more story and make me not sleep tonight if you want.
I don't think I have any more stories.
Wait, you said you
like
had a
that.
good nightmare.
Yeah, well, nightmares are real bad. I have nightmares of like me being with my friends and then like me being hunted by other friends and me having to make the choice to kill them before my friends kill me. Like crazy shit like that. And it's like it feels real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I have to kill one of my friends.
Super vivid.
And I'm like literally murdering him in my dream.
You
Or
ever murdered
also
him?
murder me. No, I've never murdered the guy over there. No.
What
No,
about
I saved both of you.
Oh,
I saved both of you. The other kid was trying to murder us.
Damn.
No names given, though. I'm anonymous. I'm anonymous.
That was my next question.
No. I know everyone's next question is no names. I keep it anonymous. I feel like
They
it's
can
almost
never
like
watch
a tongue
this video.
tongue twister, but it's not.
Anonymous. Damn.
Unknown.
You ever have any you ever experience like sleep paralysis or like
I eat my sleep. I mean, I like sleepwalk, but I don't know about sleep paralysis.
You've eaten while you're asleep?
Yeah.
This guy woke up one day.
You guys planted some stuff on me.
Do you remember what he's talking about?
Yeah.
I think we could do this after. That
Yeah,
sounds
we
like a
gotta
really
get back
funny
to some
story.
ghost
Yeah.
stories. This isn't funny stories. This
Damn.
is ghost stories.
Alright, I
Boom.
mean Alright, I don't think we could outdo a fucking witch at all, or like staying overnight in a previous insane
Now,
asylum.
you know what the scariest thing, honestly, you can do though as a person is to take yourself, like leave everybody behind, and just go deep into the forest, like 20 miles from any fucking road, and just camp there all by yourself. Just do that. Nobody else around, no dog with you, nothing.
Just you in the wild.
Just like you hear the sounds of the wild, man. Like, 'cause out there anything goes. There's no church in the wild.
I was gonna say no church in the wild.
That's it. So it's scary, man. I think everyone should be scared like that in their life, and everyone should
Oh
go
my
out there and do
gosh, I
that.
have an idea. So,
what are you doing tonight?
Jake is really adventurous. And I think if I if I was like, Dre, let's do this ourselves, she would be like, oh my god, no, for like 5 minutes and stuff. So let's do it with Jake. So Jake, I challenge you to go into the bathroom and turn off all of the lights and say the name Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times, and then you have to turn around, spin 3 times, and then look back in the mirror.
With the light off?
With the light pitch black off, yeah. She's supposed to show up. But fuck, man, if you do it tonight and she doesn't show up until like later tonight.
You've never heard of Bloody Mary?
No, I've never heard this before.
This is perfect. Let's have him do it. Wait, let's not tell him anything. Just be like, what did she look like? Yeah.
All right, so will you accept the challenge?
Yeah, of course. That sounds like an easy
challenge.
All right,
guys, accepting the challenge. You have it here live. All right, so you got to go in the bathroom.
All right, spin around 3 times. Say Bloody Mary how many
Start
times?
looking in the mirror.
Okay.
Say her name 3 times. Spin around in this, or I think you spin around in a circle. And then, like, every 3 circles, say your name 3 times.
I'm punching her in the nose if she comes out.
Just that.
Yeah, because she doesn't sound nice. Bloody Mary, is she cool? Is she like a good witch?
Just find out.
You're about to find out, son. Adventure.
Hey, man, as long as there's no one speaking in tongues.
The light is off the whole time. What if that's all she does? She only speaks in tongues. He's like, no!
He's going to come out and punch us.
He sees her. He's like, oh, you're pretty. And then tongues. Oh, no! All right, cool.
All
right, let's do it.
So Jake's gonna go ahead and do the Bloody Mary thing.
The Bloody Mary challenge.
Oh, you wanna? Yeah, you can bring it.
All right, so I got you guys. Over.
What's up, guys? Follow us. I'm just gonna be really upset if
what?
If she shows up later tonight, because this is like where I sleep. So if she shows up tonight,
she comes up for Brittany.
She's like, "What's up? You called?" Like.
All right, so explain to him what he needs to do.
Jake knows what to do. We told him what's up.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna say Bloody Mary 6 times or 3 times.
3 times.
3.
What if I double? I want to double.
All right, double it. Spin around 3 times and then look in the mirror.
Okay.
All right.
So look in the mirror first. Where's the mirror?
Where's the mirror? See what happens.
What's gonna happen, guys?
Yeah, but
what
you know
do you
what?
think?
I gotta say something. I don't think this is gonna work as good because I see all the light coming under the door.
All right.
It's not like in
We're gonna turn off.
Yeah, turn off the lights. Yeah, there we go.
What's gonna happen? He's doing Bloody Mary, guys. Keep an eye out. Okay, ready? Pay attention. I'm ready.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
It sounds like he fell in there.
Bloody Mary, where you at? I don't know, I think she's scared of me. I don't think she can.
No.
Unless she was there when I was hitting that stuff, because I couldn't even spin it around.
All I heard was him like hitting shit around.
Yo, spinning around 6 times.
3 times.
Oh, man, 3 times.
He
yeah.
doubled up on the spinning, guys.
Maybe I did. Yeah, I did double up on the spin. I did 6, 100%.
Maybe she was like, "You're not doing it right, son. I'm
All
not
right.
coming."
Well, there you have it, guys. Bloody Mary challenge accepted.
What's another challenge we can have him do really quick? You know what's one thing we could do? I don't know why I'm doing it in the place that I sleep at night, but I guess whatever. Who cares? There's light as a feather, stiff as a board. What else is there?
All I'm thinking about is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Well, you just said it, so I mean, he's gonna show up if it works.
Light as a feather. I know I've heard that, but I don't remember.
So like, there's one person laying down like a board, and there's other people around them, just kind of like only their 2 fingers are underneath them, and then they just keep on. So there's one person who leads the whole thing, and they say light as a feather, stiff as a board, and they keep on saying it again and again, and the person who's laying down will just elevate completely, like by themselves. And they're only being carried by like these 2 fingers by everybody. So like it's not you. They're supposed to just elevate to the ceiling. my godmother, growing up, actually told me that when she was little, she did this with her friends, and she was the board, and she was elevated all the way up to the ceiling, and she woke up right next to the ceiling and flew back down when she woke up.
It's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. Do you want to try it really quick? We can do it for like 2 minutes to see what happens.
Kilvis, you want to float?
Where are we floating?
You.
Do you want to float?
Yeah, I love to float.
I feel like we're not like in the right mindset because I'm in like goofy mindset. We could try it. If you
Okay,
really wanna
let's
try
do it really quick. We'll just do it for like 2 minutes.
Are we gonna levitate?
Yeah, you're gonna lay down. Come here. Lay down.
Wait, does this work? Am I really gonna float? Because I really want to float. But usually the only things that help me float is ayahuasca. So.
Anybody
It's
out
true.
there, ayahuasca? We need some.
Ayahuasca, please deliver it. The address here is. What am I doing?
You're just bored.
So like, can I
You're
put my
stiff
hands
as
on
a
my
board.
chest or?
Yep.
Lots of
fuck?
you bored.
Alright. We need more people.
So make
so
sure you guys, Matsu will bite you.
Someone come at his head.
Come here,
Can
KG.
Can you come at his head?
Yeah.
Alright. This is like doing surgery.
Bobby, you
So I
gotta
better
get his
float.
feet.
Yeah. So Kijun, can you come over here?
Wait, do we need someone at
You
his
guys
feet?
better make sure you
Yeah,
get.
Fabio's gonna
I'll be
get
at the
feet.
head. Damn it.
No, I was gonna get his head.
You want the
Yeah,
head?
yeah,
Okay,
I'll do his
you
head.
take
That's
the head.
easy.
Do you want me to do anything?
Oh,
Yeah,
Dre,
Make sure,
take
make sure,
the-
make sure Matsu doesn't bite
You
anybody
gotta get the feet.
when they lift me up.
Fabio, just I guess hold the computer like that.
Matsu's like, what are you doing to my owner? You guys better.
She's smiling.
She's
So
like,
we're supposed to
Andrea.
have
She's
somebody
like, I'm gonna
right
bite
here,
you
but we'll
first.
just keep it like this.
Don't
Ready?
need- Yeah, it's not gonna work.
So,
Alright, so what do we
Kijun, you're
do?
gonna put your hands under his head.
Better not drop, man.
And you're kind of guiding the whole thing. No, you can use your whole hand, not just your fingers. Okay, ready?
So what am I doing?
So,
This feels good. I want a massage.
How are you gonna...
so I'm
TJ, can you, like,
I'm doing this,
massage my
and
head?
you're lifting. Or Dre, come here so it's even. So come here. So it's like even.
Someone's gotta get the feet.
Oh, okay, let's get the feet.
But, no, we need a fourth person. is what I'm
All right,
saying.
so yeah, can we put the? Okay, we're gonna try to put the laptop down, so that. All right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you guys are seeing.
Just here.
him. Yeah, you got it.
How's that lighting?
You can't see him at all. I don't think. You can see a little bit of him.
Alright, just go to the feet.
What am I doing?
Okay, ready? Alright, so.
So we gotta say light as a feather, light as a feather.
No, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I want you guys to throw me as high as you can.
All right.
He's gonna float to the ceiling, you said?
Yeah. That's the goal.
I want to float through the ceiling.
I don't think I can hold him all the way to the ceiling.
No, it levitates. He levitates by himself. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're gonna do it. Honestly, I don't know the full instructions. Do you guys want to just do it, or you want me to look up the instructions?
We just do it. All right, so we all gotta say light as a feather, stiff as a board.
But you
Light
have to
as a
keep
feather,
on saying
stiff as
it.
a board.
You have to. If this is like a meditation.
You gotta believe.
This is like a meditation. We have to all imagine that he's levitating. Okay? Ready? So everybody's eyes have to be closed. Ready? And one. KG, and you're at the head, so you're controlling a lot of this. So
Okay.
let us know when to start chanting.
Light as a feather,
Stiff as a board.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Guys, the feet!
The feet levitated.
The feet are levitating. I don't know if you guys see that. All right, we tried.
Okay, you're happy
I
with
feel
that?
like I went
Happy with
somewhere.
it.
Did
I
you?
definitely went somewhere.
You
yeah.
did?
What,
No way.
where?
Did you really?
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
no. Seriously, I think Jake can actually like levitate. So let's do this.
No, like I went somewhere and now I'm back. But
Do you want to do it again?
Wait, where did you go?
Not far. But I definitely went somewhere.
Let's do it again. Because I think he's the trippiest one, so he can definitely go somewhere.
Is it camera good?
Yeah, it's crazy. Once you lift your head and your feet off the ground, you
Yeah.
you leave the rest of your body behind.
Yeah, let's do it. Ready?
And you thought you'd have to take the whole damn thing, but you don't.
What the fuck is that?
Alright, KG, you ready? We're
Is he
gonna
serious?
him.
Okay.
Yeah. Shit was good.
Ready?
One more trip.
Jake,
You gotta believe.
Gotta believe that's
you're
it.
on an adventure. Ready? You're going down the
I'm
trail
ready for the
of
adventure.
levitation.
Ascension. Here I go, David Blaine.
Let's go. Ready?
Where's
One,
my blooms,
2,
baby?
3. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. 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 Where'd you go?
That was so cool. That was awesome.
Where'd you go?
It was very meditative.
Yeah, I
What?
could see the meditative part of it.
Yeah.
Because
it's
we're all
like
chanting
you
together.
lock in, but the coolest thing about that was I went to like my happiest place I've ever been. It was dope.
Ever been?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Well, I can't describe it because then it wouldn't be my happiest place. The happiest place you've ever been always has to do with yourself, so you can't talk about it.
It has to be a secret.
No, it's not a secret. It's just like it's the most beautiful thought you can have. It's just like
Right.
within yourself. Because you love yourself more than anybody, so it's something that like you just want to share with yourself. That was dope though. That stuff works. Hey, that stuff works on Ghost Stories. That stuff works.
He's trying Matzi.
I don't think she'll be either light as a feather or stiff as a board. She'll be stiff as a board. Massey's feeling the love now. She feels good. Look at her submissive
She was
ears.
just smiling the whole time we were doing it.
Yeah.
Alright. So is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay, cool.
Lots.
Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching podcast number 10.
Peace out, spooky fam.
It's already
She's
podcast
definitely
number
stressed
10.
out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like
That's
yourself.
crazy.
I
Thank you for
can't
watching, you
believe-
guys. Let us know if you guys have ever played light as a feather, stiff as a board. That's wild. Let me know if anything like happened as well too. Were you light as a feather, stiff as a board?
Share the experiences for sure.
How about were you when you were just listening to us chant it? I don't know. This is probably the witchiest thing I've ever done, by the way. So
Agreed.
Nah, I don't think so for you, Dre. We all know about you.
Secret.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Is
Peace
next
out.
week when we're with Mir? No, that's the week after.
That's the week after, yeah.
Alright, cool, guys. We look forward to seeing you. So.
Peace out, guys. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.